Hi, I'm Andre Minkov, the founder and CEO of Trademark Factory. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how to trademark a name or a logo.
Get it trademarked with Trademark Factory.
I have published hundreds of videos with countless hours of content about trademarks, where I explain in much greater detail some of the things I'm about to share with you. But I wanted to record a short video that will provide you with a framework of what to pay attention to when you decide to look into trademarking your name and your logo. So here they are. Number one, decide what you want to trademark. Would it be your name, your logo, both as a single trademark, or maybe both as two separate trademarks? In a perfect world where all of your brand's elements are perfectly trademarkable, and when you have an unlimited budget, you want to trademark each separate element of your brand as a separate trademark. It means names, logos, taglines would each be trademarked separately, and sometimes in addition to trademarking separate elements, you might also want to trademark certain combinations. For example, the name and the logo, the name and the tagline, the logo and the tagline. So that's in a perfect world. In reality, there are two big factors that should go into this decision. How trademarkable are your brand's elements? In other words, how trademarkable is your name? How trademarkable is your logo? How trademarkable is the tagline? How trademarkable is the combined mark that consists of the name, the logo, or the tagline? Right? So that's one thing. The second factor you want to look into is your budget. So what you would do is you would create a list prioritizing which of your brand's elements are the most important for you not to lose. And then you'd apply to register as many trademarks from the top of your list as your budget would allow. Number two, find out if you even can trademark your brand. You need to know if the brand you picked is even trademarkable. And it means a lot more than simply checking if someone had trademarked the same brand before. There are many rules that say you can't trademark certain things. For example, generic and descriptive trademarks typically cannot be trademarked. Also, you need to look at similar marks that may have been previously registered or applied for. And similar means similar in sound, similar in look, similar in meaning. Also, when doing the search, you should pay close attention to whether the products and services listed in your and the other trademark application are the same or similar. Number three, decide who will own the trademark. Is it you personally, your company? It can be either really, but you need to make sure your decision makes sense from your business perspective and maybe corporate structure perspective. Number four, decide where you want to trademark your brand. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where your company is incorporated. What matters is, where do most of your customers come from now, and where will they come from in the near future? You need to look at your most important markets and trademark your brand there. Number five, decide when you want to trademark your brand. So you should trademark your brand in your home country as soon as humanly possible. It's often too late, but never too early to protect your brand. A great deal of very successful brands were trademarked before launch. That's when it's the easiest to protect your brand, as long as it's trademarkable. Here's a great recent example that I haven't shared yet. George Clooney and his partner 5 years ago came up with a brand of tequila, and they trademarked it. And then a year after they applied for their trademark, they finally launched it. They found a distiller in Mexico and launched their brand. So a week ago, so 5 years later after they trademarked their brand, they sold their brand to a huge company, multinational company, for $1 billion. Can you imagine how much tequila you need to sell to justify the purchase of a brand for $1 billion? But I'm sure they know what they're doing. So But notice what they did. They trademarked their brand a year before they launched. Because at that point, nobody knew what it is. It had no value to anybody other than them. That's how you do it. And notice that I said, register in your home country. The reason is, after you file a trademark application in your home country, because of an international treaty that most countries are members to, your brand will automatically get protection pretty much worldwide during a 6-month window following your filing in your home country. So in other words, once you filed in your home country, you get a 6 months grace period during which you can safely file in other jurisdictions without getting worried that someone can see your trademark application in your home country and then file for the same brand in some other jurisdictions. Number 6, decide which products and services your trademark application would cover. Trademarks don't give you a monopoly over your name, logo, or tagline themselves. Trademarks give you a monopoly over the mental link between your brand and the products and services you have listed in your trademark application. For example, Apple doesn't own the word Apple. They own the word Apple in connection with computers, phones, software, and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean that they can stop someone from selling apples or from calling their excavators Apple. Number 7, decide how you'll be filing your trademark application. Basically, there are 4 ways to do it. You can do it yourself, and the danger here is that most business owners, however smart and experienced they are as business owners, don't know enough specifics about trademark laws to go through the whole process successfully. In case you don't know, it takes on average 14 months to register a trademark in the United States and 18 months on average to register a trademark in Canada. And during these long months, you'll be communicating with the trademarks office a lot. And if you don't know what you're doing, you'll probably end up with nothing. The second option is to use online filing websites, which basically have developed software that makes it easier for you to understand what should go where in your trademark application. The problem with this option is that they're not representing you. They are assisting you in the filing, but the application is made in your name. When the trademarks office finally looks at your trademark application in a few months, so that usually happens 4 months in the US and 8 months in Canada. So when they look at it, if they don't like something about it, you'd be the one responsible to respond to all possible objections that they may bring up. And it happens in about 70% of the cases. So again, most business owners don't know enough to successfully overcome most objections cited by the trademarks office. That's the problem with this option. The third option is to use a traditional law firm. The problem with this option is unpredictability. You don't know how much it's going to end up costing you because you're buying their time, not the result. And speaking of the result, if the trademarks office issues a final rejection for your trademark application, you're not going to get your money back. Again, you're buying their time, not the result. And finally, the fourth option, you're welcome to file your trademarks through Trademark Factory. Not only will we conduct a comprehensive trademark search to tell you exactly whether your brand is trademarkable for free, we will also offer you our most popular package, all-inclusive. It's basically one flat fee for our services that covers everything from start to finish. You will never see another invoice from us, and for most trademarks that we file, we will actually also offer you 100% money back guarantee, which means that if after spending as much time as necessary trying to come up with a winning argument to make sure that your brand goes through, if we then lose, you will get all your money back. We're the only firm in the world that does this. So I hope you found this video helpful. Again, I didn't want to squeeze every single little detail about trademarking in a single video. It'd be too long and too technical. Consider this video a brief introduction to trademarks, and also make sure to check out our other videos and subscribe to get notified as soon as the next video goes live. And if you have a brand you want to protect, fill out the form at trademarkfactory.com and we'll get the process started for you. We want to make sure that nobody even thinks about ripping off your name, your logo, or your tagline. Trust me, your brand is worth it.